Welcome to my channel, baby. Sip sensibility. Welcome to my channel, baby. Sip sensibility.
Hey, this is Sensibility Speaks. Thanks for stopping by, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All right, y'all, let's get into last night's episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Sunni's Destiny has arrived. Season 8, Episode 8. Whoo, child. Now, this one was a bit of a doozy. I may break this into 2 videos, but we shall see. But let's get into it. So the episode picks up this week with Melody and Marcel. They're in a coffee shop or the tea shop, and they're going back and forth about Marcel being foul as hell for speaking to the press about Martell being arrested, okay? Now, Melody just said, you know what, that was effed up what you did, saying free Martell, though. Especially, it was irresponsible, seeing as though he was arrested for domestic violence and Marcel didn't know the intricacies and the details about it. That was effed up, okay? Now, Melody says, you could have called me, you could have texted me. And he was like, come on now. Had I called you, you would have been like, who is this? She said, I have your number or whatever, your information locked in. And she probably wouldn't answer the phone, but he could have at least left a text message, right? And then she says, well, okay, you could have got your wife to call. And so he said it would have been the same thing, especially since we don't correspond. But now we seem like we're being nosy now that this situation with Martell has occurred. I can kind of see that. But in any event, he still ain't had no damn business speaking to the press because Melody was like, again, as she said last week, people reach out to me all the time about y'all's situation, especially about them damn lawsuits and all of that about Scope. And she said, my lips are sealed. I don't say anything. But pretty much she's saying, but you know what? This is par for the course because y'all have been doing shady shit the whole time. And Marceau, I've seen his ass online going back and forth with women, okay, on various platforms, those Love and Marriage Huntsville Facebook groups or whatever, be it IG, you name it, arguing with women. And he has drug mail, okay, or danced around it. But you know what? I gotta give it to Melody. She got all up in Marceau's ass because he tried it. See, production and Carlos, Kingdom Reign, somebody allegedly has an agenda and they want to, in my opinion, take down Melody by way of the millimeters. So they're trying to defame the millimeters as a whole, the character, and then, of course, then that reflects on Melody. But and it shouldn't because she can't control a whole fan base that she doesn't know, but we'll get into it. So they did a flashback, and he said that her fans are crazy. She has a cult like following, and he told her to her face at the coffee shop. He told her, your fans are crazy. You have an army of deplorables, and they're absolutely brainless. I was like, oh my, okay, did you really go there? She was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. She said, no, 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 go ahead. Then again, get it out. He said that she's enabled her fans to talk about Martell, and she lost it at that point. She said, I ain't enable nobody to do a mofo thing, okay? A mother sucking thing. You got me twisted. Got her all effed up, right? She said, you want me to control people that I've never met, but yet you can't control your mammy-in-law, Uncle Wander. Okay, I'm calling her Wander. Showing off Wanda, you can't control her. And Melody says she's been dragging me for years, calling me all type of bitches and hoes, which is true. I mean, hey, we've all heard it. Hell, she just recently drugged her yesterday on a damn video I put up, okay? In a few damn videos, and we've all heard them. But anyway, she said, you know what? We're not doing this shit in 2024. She said, I ain't for the bullshitting. I ain't for the shenanigans. She is all with the shit. She said, we're not doing this, okay? She said, you tell your damn family. She said to keep my name and my mother effing kid's name out y'all mouth. She said, you done make me mad now. Child, she got her ass up. She told the cashier, I'll be back, honey. I enjoyed the coffee or tea or whatever the hell it was. And, you know, it was very strategic. He tried to say that she's running away from the truth, literally and figuratively, which is some bullshit. He's trying to say that Melody enjoys whatever benefit she get or something like that to that effect from the millimeters and that she knows what she's doing. So basically he's trying to say that she can tell them to stop doing whatever it is that they're doing. They ain't nobody doing nothing. She not telling the millimeters to do any damn thing. If anything, the millimeters see all the bullshit that y'all try to hurl and inflict upon her, trying to ice her off the show, all types of shit, trying to muddy up her name, partnering with that damn sadistic, egomaniacal ass damn Martell child. Anywho, we all know better. But anyway, I thought it was apropos and I thought it was very inappropriate. And he was projecting onto Melody. He said, you know what? They get loud, they leave, and don't want to pay no more for. That would be you and Scope, allegedly, and all them damn lawsuits. Who don't want to goddamn pay? Ain't that about a bitch? You see how they try to plant negative seeds? You see that? Life and death is in the power of the tongue. I'm just saying. But anyway, but just to call the millimeters an army full of zombies, to be honest, a great deal of the millimeters, at least from what I've seen online, they come from all walks of life, right? From being super educated, heralding multiple degrees, being doctors, lawyers, damn Indian chiefs, all the way to GEDs, whatever, being retirees, you name it. Okay? They come from all walks of life. And I'm sure the demographics are pretty varied. But in any event, everybody put their pants and skirts on one leg at a time. And as a collective, we see the bullshit that y'all asses are doing, okay? And, we support Melody Cherie because y'all try to drag that lady through the mud. And had it not been for the collective, in many cases, going back and forth with some of the bullshit we see online and some stuff I'm not even going to get into, child, y'all would have tried to run her shy off that lady, run her off the damn show and some more shit. You already succeeded in dividing and conquering and helping to dismantle their marriage because Martell, with his old bonehead ass trying to keep up with you and Maurice, allegedly, he's saying, you know what, shit, y'all effing around and all this and a dick swinging and a damn pissing contest. I'm gonna get a whole girlfriend. And guess what? She gonna deal with it because he's trying to prove his manhood and bravado competing with y'all asses, okay? Y'all did a great job by helping to split them up, okay? Because y'all wanted to be that power couple, Tisha and Marceau. Anyway, child, let me get off that damn tangent. But anyway, Melody gets to the confessional and she said, you know what? This is the bullshit I'm talking about. She called out the hypocrisy and the double standard in the group. You notice she didn't say friend group. She said the group, okay, because they are not her friends. And quiet as it's kept, they ain't Martell's either, but he too dumb to realize it, y'all. Anyway, moving right the hell along. So Stormy and Destiny, they get together. They go to some place called Vibes in Huntsville. Looks like some type of lounge type of deal. And so they get together and in the scene they reminisce about how they were beefing way back at the Galentine's Day event a few seasons back, how they were able to move past it and how far they've come. And it's funny that Destiny can give grace to Stormy, but not Melody, okay? And even Stormy or either Destiny, one of them mentioned how Miss Steele, Stormy's mother, how she told Destiny she didn't like her before, but she likes her now. Okay, when she started beefing with Melody, that's when you started liking her. Child, the jealousy is real. So Stormy asked Destiny, has she been in contact with Melody? And she was like, no, all nonchalant and all kind of crass sounding. But anyway, Stormy tells Destiny that she met up with Melody at the podcast back in Huntsville when her and Carlos got together. She said it was a good vibe. And Destiny giving her a look, being negative per usual, saying, oh, it was a good vibe. Because she wants everybody to tear down Melody, right? So Stormy tells her, yeah, it was. It's specifically her saying Melody. They exchanged pleasantries. They told each other they looked nice. They gave each other a hug or whatever. And they seemed happy in that moment at the podcast to see one another. Okay. But see, that's that BS. So Destiny said, oh, so you think it was real? It was genuine? In other words, I guess the pleasant exchange that her and Melody had. Stormy said, well, I would like to think so. I would hope so. Yeah, right? Again, you notice they're subtle. They're more subtle with it now. But just like Marceau, how he tried to plant negative seeds against Melody. Now you got Destiny trying to plant negative seeds about Melody as if Stormy needs to have any more negativity because she feels her own secret way about Melody. But that's a whole nother conversation. Okay? As if she needs to help Stormy to that regard. But this reminds me of how Tisha and Destiny bonded and commiserated over their jealousy and dislike for Melody. Now, however, Destiny was also influenced by Martell, okay? Let's not get it twisted, but it was easy for her to do that because she's very strong willed, because in her heart, it was in her to turn on Melody any damn way, okay? Because she's not a girl's girl, right? Oh, yeah, she really had a disdain for Melody because she thought she was supposed to have everything that Melody had, her resources, her fame, all of that shit, right? But anyway, Stormy told Destiny that she didn't want to be weird and she wanted to be transparent. And so basically, she told Destiny how she wanted to give Melody a heads up that, hey, Martell is going to be there. I asked him to model, and she just recapped that conversation. She said that in a nutshell, that Melody said, okay, if he's going to be there, of course, I'm not going to show up, right? Now, Destiny told Stormy, I'm surprised that you would invite them in the first place. Now, let's start there. When she said, I'm surprised that you would invite them in the first place, them as in Melody, because them can be him or her, okay? Or do you think she meant, I'm surprised that you invited them, meaning Martell and Melody as a collective separately or whatever, the two of them? I think she was talking about Melody. Girlfriend is definitely on a crusade, as well as some of the other cast members in their subtle ways to subtly ice Melody out and to alienate her against the group, okay? But I don't like that Destiny is constantly taking jabs at Melody. Child, you would have thought that she was Sunny effing damn LeBarrett or goddamn was effing her man. You would have thought that Melody slept with her man, child, okay? She used that analogy of Cruella de Vil, how Melody expects black and white from others, but yet she colors and dwells all in a gray area herself. That lady has so much disdain and vitriol for Melody, is not even funny, okay? She cannot keep Melody's name out of her mouth, child. What she do to you, child? But try to help you simple. So anyway, Stormy went on to tell Miss Destiny, which cracked her face, even though she tried to hide it. She told her, now I did invite Moses and Sunny too. She was like, oh, okay, trying to act like she was over it and said that she was. No, you're not over it. So basically, she told her that she invited the controversial newlyweds, is what I'll call them, right? So, which at this point, it prompted Destiny to tell Stormy that she met up with Moses and she let her know, oh, child, he wasn't wearing his ring either. Okay. Now, in all honesty, I don't think he wanted to rub it into Destiny's face. And I think he lied to Sunny and said, oh, I forgot to wear my ring. I just wanted to let you know that. And Sunny was like, well, she going to throw that in our face or whatever. He won't wear his ring, child. So, anyway, she recapped the conversation and was saying that Moses was talking in circles and how Moses had the nerve to say that he and Sunny was trying to help her. Help her how? And, her and Stormy looking like, child, Negro, if you don't stop. But anyway, so she feels like Moses is on some get back because she didn't attend his birthday party. I'm like, I think it's deeper than that, but I'll talk about that a little bit later. But she said that basically in a relationship, he wanted to be wooed. I'm going to call him like a pampered prince, not a princess because he's a man, like a pampered prince. He wanted to be the woman in a relationship, child. He wanted to be courted. And Destiny and Stormy both agreed. Anyway, moving right the heck along. So Marcel and Tisha meet up at Scope's office. So there was an attractive melanated sister in the office with Marcel. I said, she cute. So I'm like, now who is this? Now, in all seriousness, she's the new project manager, and I think she's going to be the PM for all of Scope's projects, okay? She has a background in real estate, she says, and she's excited now to venture off into the commercial real estate side. Now, see, that's that bullshit because guess what? That's a job that Tisha could have had. Because remember, oh, damn, his name was at the tip of my tongue. Remember that light skinned man that they had as a project manager or whatever? I can't remember his name. And he had took Tisha's office, and Tisha was upset about it. And Tisha still ain't got her damn office. But anywho, Tisha's better than me. She got a whole MRED. She got a double master's. I forgot what her first master's in, but I know one of her masters is in real estate development, but she can't put it to good damn use. Hell, I think she even got a broker's license, right? She got all them damn credentials and she ain't using them, okay? Now, Tisha ain't my favorite person, but I hope that she sees the damn light one day. Woman to woman, you got to champion another sister, whether they're in the dark or not, or low vibration or not. You got to wish the best for them. I hope she sees the light and say, you know what? I done wasted all my damn good years on this damn Negro. He done had his foot on my neck, got me in all his damn debt. Don't want me to flourish as a woman in my businesses. Don't want me to have any fulfillment but be under his damn thumb with his controlling ours, right? But one thing I will say about Marcel, he has a type, doesn't he? He likes attractive women. But did y'all peep how he said, and she's celebrating her 1 year anniversary. And Tisha said, 1 year at Scope? And they had to make it a point to mention that she's married, okay? Just to make it clear, because the optics of it all. Hey, she got a man, but child, when did that stop a damn wolf, okay? When did that stop old cheating Negro from going after you? But anyway, she's been married a year, so anyway, the brother has a type. So anyway, she leaves. So Marcel recaps the conversation that he had with Melody, and he tries to tell Tisha that hey, two things can be true at once. That Melody did have a point. How is it that she can control the millimeters, her supporters, fan base, however you want to characterize it? How can she control them, and you can't even, or we can't even control damn Wanda? Well, her bullshiggity. Now Tisha was like, no, that ain't the same. Blah 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 blah. Said because according to Tisha, she says that she can control them because oftentimes she tells them to activate. And she said, should I tell my mama to get active? Tisha, I think you do, okay? Because her ass been active the past few weeks, as recent as damn last night, okay? Child, her mama been coming at Melody on full tilt, full throttle, calling her all types of bitches and hoes and all type of stuff. Then had the nerve to call her Melody Hope. Not Dr. Melody Cherie Rogers, not Melody Cherie, not Melody Rogers, but Melody, not Holt, but Hope. Hope, child. She can't pronounce a word if you paid her ass to. But you know what? Wanda tried to feign a report when she first got put off the show. She tried to act like she liked Melody. She was cool with her and apologetic, but Melody didn't buy it because I remember she apologized at one of them reunions. But you know what? You can try to hide who you are, but you can only feign a report, but for so long, because what's within you will always manifest outwardly. It will come out externally. So, damn it, she can't hide it, okay? But I do feel like Marcel is playing a game. He's trying to act like the good cop, seeming to understand Melody's point about not being able to control the millimeters, but he's using ad hominem attacks, saying that they're deplorable, they're brainless, they're zombies, and all this shit. And Tisha's in agreement, but yet he's seeming like he's trying to understand Melody's point. He's full of shit, child. We got our good eye on you, sir, Marcel. Oh, yes, we do. You know, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the fact that Melody has said to Marceau that neither him or Tisha reached out to her to see if she was okay based upon the domestic violence of the third degree, whatever, harassing communications, whatever the charge for the revenge P. They didn't know what was going on, but nor did they check on her. And Melody said that she had reached out to Tisha. And remember when her, Kimmy, and Tisha were all in, I don't know, some type of lunch or whatever, in one of the first two episodes, they all agreed that they would do better. And Tisha said, yeah, you're right. You have reached out. I can do better. Okay. So Tisha's full of shit. She knows she don't like that lady. I'm just saying. So anyway, the scene cuts over to the location to where the Lovers and Friends event is being held. So people are starting to arrive. Ken and Latricia show up. So Stormy's happy that they're still on board. And so she does a demonstration about how she wants Ken to oil Latricia up. And she was like, child, if she had Latricia's body, she said, honey, I would stay naked, okay? Basically, she said Latricia got a nice derriere, has a nice body, and she does, okay? And she said, now y'all got 4 minutes, so y'all make it count. So she demonstrates pouring the body oil, glaze, or whatever, all on Latricia and all this rubbing her down. I'm like, ooh, child. Anyway, but Latricia was like, oh, I think I got it. I think I understand. She was like, well, I'm nervous. Well, she seems really introverted and shy or what have you. But again, Stormy's like, child, if I had that body, I would stay naked. Anywho, so we see the Fletchers come in, and Moses and Destiny, they arrive arm in arm, child. So anyway. Now, did y'all hear that Freudian slip? I meant Sunny and Moses came in arm in arm, but her and Destiny are like two bookends, child. I'm just saying, okay? By the time they get in, Stormy greets them, talking about Moses and Sunny, and says, well, I hope y'all enjoyed the night. And Sunny says, well, hopefully. And Stormy asks, well, why you say that? She says, well, I might not leave the best taste in people's mouths right now. And Stormy says in a confessional, and I see she's trying to produce a scene, child. So basically, she's saying, well, if Sunny and Destiny in particular, if they need a moment to hash it out and talk, that she can provide a private room and can make that happen because she doesn't want anything to go awry and to cause a scene in the event, right? And she said, and I hope things go smoothly. Child, let us find out, Stormy. Now you producing scenes. We see you, Carlos, because we notice how Miss Thang talking about Miss Stormy, honey. She getting a whole lot of camera time, a whole lot of camera time. Okay. But anyway, Stormy says she wants tonight to be all about love and friendship, child. Anywho. So anyway, let's cut over to Miss Nell. She is a mess. Honey, she is all on a case like Negro Patrol, child. She grills the hell out of Sunny about how her and Moses met. She wants all the damn tea. She wants all the tea. But it was funny. She said it to herself or somebody. She said, "Why are they even here? I'm surprised they're here." I'm like, "Oh, child." I'm like, "Oh, we." So anyway, Nell has a conversation with Sunny. She cuts right to the chase. She said, "Well, you was Destiny's producer, right? And he was her man at the time. Now, I know he's your husband now, no disrespect, but how'd y'all even hook up? How did all of this happen?" And Sunny was glad to explain. She said, "Well, we hooked up after a year." Honey, she got that spiel rehearsed, okay? She said they hooked up a year after she left the show, and that Destiny was no longer on the show at that time as well. She said her and Moses in St. Louis, they kept running into each other. She said he started pursuing her. He was persistent. And she was like, no, at first she said because she knew it wasn't a good look. She knew it was kind of messy. If you knew it was damn messy, then you know it wasn't the right damn thing to do, child. Even though I like you, but it wasn't the right thing to do. But she insisted he was persistent. And she said, well, that could be my husband. And she said, I ain't want to block my blessings. Ooh, child, pick me, pick me. And that her hunch was right, okay? So in the confessional, she says that the people of Huntsville are under the impression that Destiny and Moses were exclusive. And she said that was just not the case, that he was seeing multiple women and he was moving around like a single man. Sorry, ma'am, that's no excuse, okay? To get with old boy. Child, anywho, I guess she's trying to lessen the blow to justify them getting together, which is controversial, right? So, anywho, I'm tickled at Moses and Chris's conversation. They're admiring each other, child. Two dapper Dans, two good looking brothers, right? So, Moses says to Chris, "You're well put together," and complimenting his suits. And Chris says, "Yeah, I'm into the suit thing." I can see them getting together, collaborating, doing a suit line. See, that's some shit Martell could be doing, but he can't get his business together, right? But I could see Moses getting together and utilizing because he's on the come up, child. That man is on a mission, right? But I did hear he owns some liquor stores and all type of businesses in St. Louis, child. However he got his money, clean or dirty. I guess the money clean now, allegedly. I don't know how he got his money, but you know the street be talking. Anywho, but he said that he's interested in getting some investment properties. And it sounded like he said in having a spot or a place to stay when he's in Huntsville. I'm like, ain't that about a bench? I'm like, so when you was with Destiny, you weren't trying to do all that, get no damn properties, a place to stay. But now that you was Sunny and your ass want to be on the show, now you want to have a little place to lay your damn head when you come to town. See, we see you, Moses. We see you, child. We got a good eye on your ass too. Okay. Also, I would be remiss if I didn't say I'm tripping off how Miss Nell. So she asked Sonny, "Well, have you ever met him before? Been in their presence? In other words, did Destiny introduce you to this Negro?" And she was like, "Yeah, in the past, it was a birthday gathering, but other people were there, and I was in his presence. It ain't like I was kikiing and all of his face because I knew other people." I'm like, "Child, whatever." So essentially, she was like, "Look." When I'm working, I'm in producer mode. I have on sweats, t-shirt, whatever. I guess, not trying to be all glammed up and cute. And she said she was never on that type of time and people are trying to pay her to be that way. Now, this is going to be key when Destiny drop a little tea on her in terms of how she's heard that she moves otherwise. Because she's trying to say that she don't do that. I don't know. The verdict's still out on you, girl. And the proof's in the damn pudding, okay? Child, you done split the damn Red Sea with that damn Moses, haven't you? Catch. Yeah, when I tell y'all I am tickled as hell at Nell as she runs back and gives the report to Stormy, basically telling her that Sonny said that her and Moses, they feel like Destiny is being vengeful or trying to get revenge on them by speaking about them on a podcast. And both of them agreed, like, no, no, we don't get vengeful. And shit, we don't like Destiny. A lot of us don't. Some do. But I gotta side with her on this one. She can talk about whoever she wants to because she's the aggrieved party. I'm just saying. Okay? With her snakish ass. She's still the aggrieved party, you know? But anyway, I'm just laughing at them. They just like, well, we ain't got nothing to do with this. We gonna mind our business. As y'all done got the tea, stirred the tea, goddamn brewed it up. Okay, then got the damn tea bags. I'm like, child, anywho. So anyway, Sunny says she doesn't want people snickering and side-eyeing about her. So she was like, you know what, let's just address the damn elephant in the room, okay? So anyway, Destiny had come in at some point. But baby, Moses, his face lit up like a damn Christmas tree when he saw Miss Slick Destiny. She was looking good. Her outfit was cute, child. And I gotta give it to Destiny. Girlfriend be sharp and fly. Now, I like Sunny. She's a pretty woman, but she's not a fashionista like Destiny, in my opinion, from what I've seen. She doesn't seem to be all into that. But hey, to each his own or to her own. But it seems like Moses is into fashion. I'm just saying. But anywho, yeah, honey, his face lit up, grinning like a damn Cheshire cat with his look. So anyway, Sunny sees Destiny. She comes up to her and she says, "Well, do you want to have a conversation?" And basically, Destiny's like, "No, not really. But of course, for the scene, it gotta happen, right?" So anyway, they're in a back room. She said, "I reached out to you, to which you didn't respond." So Destiny was like, "Well, what did you expect me to say? Shit, what you reaching out to me for?" But Sunny said, "But what I didn't expect was to see you on a podcast talking about Moses and I, right? And especially when you couldn't have a conversation with me. Excuse me, ma'am, but Destiny, to which I don't really like, she don't owe you no damn loyalty. Shit, you didn't give her none. Why should she spare y'all feelings?" But anyway, but I must say that conversation between those two ladies was cringe as fuck. It was very cringe, right? So anyway, they kind of go back and forth. At a certain point in the conversation, she was like, "Well, how did y'all meet? Or when did y'all meet? Or whatever. Or what was the timeline of y'all hooking up?" She told Destiny, "Well, we exchanged numbers like July or August." She was like, "We were still together, okay?" She was quick to say that too. And she was like, "Well, no, I thought y'all had broken up." So anyway, they go back and forth because Destiny feels away because she was like, "You out here in these streets calling me a damn side chick." And she was like, "Well, you were talking." Sunny told her she was. She was like, "No, ma'am. No, I was not." She was like, "But you were a side chick to me." So anyway, Sunny was like, he was seeing multiple women. He just wasn't seeing you. She said, "Well, that makes it even worse. You was a side piece to me and another damn woman. Okay, so what does that make you? Okay." So she's just trying to justify the fact, well, he went with you exclusively, so to speak. That does make Sunny seem a little iffy. Well, shit. She was like, if you know he's a cheater or whatever like that, and he was known to cheat on his wife or whatever, and being with all these women, but yet you want to be with him, make it make sense. But anyway, even before that, she was like trying to tell Destiny she was a side chick. Now, two things can be true at once. They both kind of wrong. So Destiny says she knew him 15 years. So what's Destiny about? 40, 41, 42. So she would have met him, what, mid late 20s, right? And Sunny said that Moses had been with his wife since 17. She was like, nope. Destiny said, nope. When I met him, he was single, blah, 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 blah. And they were divorced or not together, child. Anywho, I think it's kind of muddy. I think Moses has been in the background for quite some time. And I think he and Destiny probably had some flings and kind of messed around over the years, off and on, maybe in between relationship. Who knows? I don't know, allegedly. But I will say this. I do think part of the reason the people say that part of the reason why LeBerick divorced her so quickly, even though I think they were having issues and problems because their personalities probably clashed. I think she may have been venting to Moses. I think he was a shoulder to lean on and to cry on in some type of way. That brother found out. I don't know if he had some damn recording devices in the house, some type of way. He knew. And he said he got a damn DNA test to make sure that the baby was his, of course, so it turned out to be because the baby even looks like him, in my opinion, more so than Destiny. It looks just like LeBerick or whatever, but yeah. I don't know. The math ain't mathing with any of them. But I tell you what, I'd be damned if I'm gonna be arguing with any chick over some damn man, okay? And I think Moses gets off of the triangulation. I think he's getting off on Destiny and that damn Sunny going back and forth about him. But anyway, Sunny eventually goes back to her seat, so she lets Moses know what's going on, how their conversation went, went kind of rough. But what got me is when she said, "Well, she dropped the ball and I picked it up and I scored." And I'm just like, you picked me ass.
You dropped the ball, I picked it up, and I scored.
I like you, Sunny, but that's some pick me shit if I ever heard it. She dropped the ball and I picked it up and I scored. Moses was like, "You said that?" Anyway, she didn't even address that. I'm just like, wow. Now, on the other hand, do you think she was telling Moses that he dropped the ball or he fumbled the ball and she picked it up and she scored? Because I guess based on their conversation, he wasn't able to close the deal or put Destiny in her place. I'm like, chick, you didn't put her in her place either. Because basically, Destiny told her that you're not that smart. If he's sleeping around with all these other women in St. Louis, he cheated on his wife, then you ain't that bright. And then she tried to tell Destiny that you're not that smart. I think Destiny won that round. I hate to say it, she won that round. And then she leaves out and she sees Stormi and she said, well, that went well. And so, anyway, Destiny left her ass standing there. She said, let me get up out of here if I have to slap a hoe. Yeah, that's what she said, slap a hoe. And child, I'll get to that in a second, but I'm like, who child? Anywho. See, I gotta say it, Sunny reminds me of the type of woman who doesn't abide by girl code. I'm just saying, she said that she got a good reputation out in these streets, that nobody could say she's done that. I don't know. Destiny's gonna tell a different story later about what she had heard, but I don't know. But you did it to Destiny, I'm just saying. And I think you got misplaced anger and you're trying to be mad at Destiny to justify the bullshit that you and Moses did. Y'all know it won't, right? And so you can ease and assuage the guilt by trying to be mad at her. You know how people do that, try to get mad at the person to try to lessen the blow and to ease their guilt. No, that shit is effed up. So I'm just saying, I like you, Sonny, but it's effed up how you got with that man or whatever. But Destiny's catching karma, people say, because she's done some effed up ish to Melody, all up in Martell face. Because soon as this ended, she goes back out into the party. First person she sees is Martell make a beeline to him, and she was like, I don't want to have to beat a whole ass, or I don't want to have to do this, throw a drink into somebody's face, whatever the hell she said. And his own messy ass, oh, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta throw a drink or whatever the hell he said. Child, she was like, well, I'm gonna need you to be my bodyguard. He was like, I got you. They too chummy for me. She is not a girl's girl. And you know what? Destiny and Sunny are like two bookends. Both of them have masculine energy. Hey, nothing wrong with that. But, I don't know if Destiny would have done to another woman to that degree how Sunny did her. But shit, indirectly, you fucked over Melody. You chose Martell, but that was supposed to be your girl. Make it make sense because the Bama was all in your ear. Oh, well, you knew me first. Y'all so close, but you wanted their wedding. Melody said she didn't know about your ass until you came around about the show, until you came around, when you started dating LeBarrett. Where had you been all them damn years? Child, they full of shit. It's just that you chose Martell over Melody. It was easier to convince you because you're not a girl's girl, Destiny. I'm just saying. So anyway, the party goes on. Martell walks around. He says hi to the Fletchers. He says hi to Latricia and Ken. She called him flaky or that he flaked out. And his excuse is that he has a dad bod and he's comparing himself to Ken, that he felt like, his body wasn't right. Any other damn time you showing your damn muscles, any other damn time. Maybe he let himself go. Maybe he gained the extra 10 or 15 pounds. Maybe his abs weren't abbing the way that they have in the past, whatever, because he's comparing himself to Megatron, as Miss Nell so affectionately called Ken. But according to Stormi, she said she was disappointed in Martell and she think that he had stage fright, which I do agree, because he wants to be front and center, but he doesn't have that front and center type of personality because I do believe he's afraid of public speaking. He's not a Melody, and I think he envied that in Melody, that she could command an audience in a room. He admired that about her, but I think he envied it too. That's why he didn't want to be oiled down by the women. He just ain't want to be in front of the people like that, okay? I think he's insecure, low key. So anyway, the night kind of rounds out, and Destiny and Nell, they eventually go outside, and she lets Miss Nell, honey, Miss Nell all up in everything, a little messy self. And so Destiny tells her what happened with the conversation between her and Sunny. So pretty much Destiny tells Miss Nell that she actually introduced Sunny to Moses. They met at one of her intimate gatherings. I think it was a birthday dinner. She said it was her, Moses, Sunny, her accountant, her dude, and one other person. I said, ooh, honey, ain't that about a blip? You done invited the enemy of Judas to your table, child. She done took your man up under your nose. Ooh, child. But old folk used to say you just can't bring your man around anybody, and that's true. Don't nobody got time to be walking around with a man's penis in your pocket either, worrying about what he doing 24 damn 7. But you do have to be selective because you can't trust people. That's unfortunate, but anywho, you have to choose your circle wisely. And Miss Nell said, "Well, I wish I would have talked to you before I talked to her." She said, "I didn't know that." Miss Nell said, "Ooh," was like, "Now that's messed up." Because remember, Sonny's trying to minimize or marginalize the friendship factor. Oh, we're just co-workers, blah, blah, blah. I was just her producer. No, no, y'all was more than that. Because we learned that Sonny's sister had invited Destiny to, was it Mexico? Correct me if I'm wrong, to a birthday gathering she had. No, y'all had a budding friendship. It's just that your attraction and your want for that man superseded the budding friendship with Destiny. It is what it is. Just come clean and say, you know what? This ain't ideal circumstances. I know I broke girl code. I know we were forming a friendship, but love happened. I feel bad about it in a sense, or sorry that it hurt you, but that's that, as opposed to trying to attack her and justify what you did. Now, of course, Destiny ain't no damn angel. Let's be clear. She's no angel, right? But I guess she was a decent person to Sunny. Who knows? Whatever. But anyway, she feels like that Moses got with Sunny to hurt her. She really feels like he's on some get back. I'm like, I don't know. I think the Bama wanted to be on TV. And I feel like maybe Destiny may have taken too long, or maybe her spot on the show wasn't solidified. So that Bama went to the path of least resistance. As I said before, he went to Sunny. She's a producer, and she came with less baggage, okay? She wasn't going through a messy divorce or whatever like that. She didn't have as many restrictions. I don't even think she has kids. Whatever the case may be, he saw something in Sunny. Again, she's a producer, and I think the fame bug has hit him, okay? But I will say this, Destiny was clearly upset. She was vulnerable. She kind of broke out in tears just a little bit. And they'll say, "You loved him, didn't you?" She said, "Yeah, I did. And I feel like he was my friend, and I no longer have my friend." Not talking about Sunny, but talking about Moses. She said, "Because he was there for me, I could lean on him." Like I said, I believe he was a shoulder to crown all through her divorce and probably in between other relationships. And now she didn't have that. And Miss Nell said he's not a good man because of what he did to you. He's not a good man, which is true. But I will say this, I do feel like it's kind of serendipitous with all the synchronicities as it relates to Sunny and Moses hooking up. I feel like Destiny was a vehicle in which to make that happen. I'm just saying, sometimes the stars align like that. It wasn't a pretty situation. But what are the odds? They just both so happen to live in St. Louis and all that. And, they hooked up. So, yeah, it must have been meant to happen. What are the odds, right? As effed up as it is, what are the odds? But you know what? I did also find it interesting that Destiny said that she talked to a few friends or a few people that actually know Sunny. And one of Sunny's friends told Destiny, "Hey, I'm not surprised." She said she did that to my sister in high school. She said, "I'm not surprised. That's her MO." But you know what? I can see that because as competitive as she is, like, I got the ring, I got the man, I won. Like Destiny tell her, "Girl, you won. You play stupid games, you get stupid prizes." I hope that man don't break her heart. I'm just saying, because what you do to one, you do to many, and history can and will repeat itself. I'm just saying, don't get to bragging about that Negro throwing that damn ring in the people's face. I'm just saying. But I knew a chick like that. One chick in particular who stayed always trying to get with somebody's man, current ex or whoever. Child, she used to stay in shit with women with her slick ass self. But anyway, I'm just like, oh, low self esteem. I mean, people like that, you can't come around me. Chicks like that, I don't even F with them. Stay away from around me. Mm-mm. People like that, I can call an acquaintance if I know you. I can't even call you an associate because you can't be around me. So anyway, the very end, and I already did a video on this, so I'm not going to get too deep into it. So now we're at Stormi's house, and Stormi is upset because she finds out from Courtney when he was at the warehouse that two police came because they had warrants for Stormi's arrest. And so she called her lawyer. She didn't believe it at first, and come to find out it was because of Miss BT. Okay, because remember, Mrs. BT, another content creator, had went to Stormi's warehouse because I think she had some orders that she wanted Stormi to fill or something like that. if I'm not mistaken, something to that effect. I did another video on it, so go check it out. But she cussed Miss BT out. She cursed her ass out. She went ballistic on that lady. So that's why there was a warrant for disorderly conduct. And I can't remember what the other one was for. But in any event, yeah, check out that other video. But that was something. But I did notice that Stormi said that she's a millimeter, talking about Ms. BT, and Ms. BT does not identify as being a millimeter. Does she support Melody? Absolutely. Every day and twice on Sunday, hands down. Okay. But they're trying to paint that narrative, this show, that the millimeters are unhinged or that the millimeters are these bad people. No, y'all just mad that Melody has a strong fan base. And without that damn fan base, the show would be running on damn fumes. Because, like I said before, the moment Melody leaves the show, I'm going to start reviewing it. I'm just saying. But, anywho, yeah, it's a lot going on in this episode. But y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all drop down in the comments. What did y'all think about this episode? How'd you rate it? Would you rate it 1 through 3, 4 through 6, 7 through 10? Anyway, this is Sensibility Speaks. Thanks for stopping by. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye bye. Says my regular, I'm talking